Now from the Ford Sports Desk, KOMU 8 Sports.
Lots of sports news going on yesterday, and we start with Missouri basketball. A big day for the program with players leaving and assistant coaches arriving. Coach Conzo Martin has completed his coaching staff, hiring Cornell Hall from Oakland and Chris Hollander from UMKC. They join Michael Porter Sr. as Tiger assistant coaches. Meanwhile, a pair of players are transferring. Sophomore guard KJ Walton is leaving. Walton averaged about 7 points and 3 rebounds per game this season. He played 2 years at Mizzou. Freshman guard Frankie Hughes is joining him, also transferring. Hughes averaged about 8 points per game in his only season with the Tigers. Missouri now has 3 scholarships available and will host recruits Kevin Knox and Blake Harris on visits next weekend. And the Central Methodist baseball team is quickly climbing the national rankings. The Eagles made school history 2 weeks ago, cracking the NAIA top 25 for the first time at number 14. Last night, they jumped 4 more spots in the rankings to number 10. And signing day is often full of excitement for the family and friends of a high school athlete. But for a certain Battle High School volleyball player, her signing day continued a long legacy that spans generations. KOMU 8's Marissa Rubino has more on what makes this Columbia family so special.
Michaela Carrick's signing day was a big deal. Her mother and grandmother were there to watch her further cement the family legacy.
It meant everything to me because they've just been my rock and foundation through everything, and it always pushed me to be a better person.
Michaela is a third-generation female college athlete, and it wasn't always so obvious that she would get here, even if it seemed like destiny.
She stopped playing any organized sports at about age 9 or 10, and I didn't think she would ever play again. And somehow, going into freshman year, some friends were playing volleyball and talked her into trying out for the team.
And she won't be the first Columbia Cougar in the family.
Somehow, I got talked into walking on to the softball team, and my junior year was voted most improved player, and then started my senior year.
The door to athletic achievement for Melanie and Michaela was opened long before, just a bit across town at good old Mizzou.
We were physical education majors, and as such, we had to try out for teams of all kinds. Field hockey was my favorite, but you had to earn points in each sport in order to earn a letter.
Gertie finally received her letter jacket in 2015.
When women can show that they're just as good as men, just in different ways and doing the same things, I think that really shows that women have power.
I'm just really excited and proud to be sandwiched between 2 outstanding women.
Marissa Rubino, KOMU 8 Sports, Columbia.
Michaela's grandma, Gertie Combs, helped spearhead the recognition of Mizzou's past female letter earners. The 2015 Letter Jacket Initiative awarded jackets to female athletes who played prior to 1992, the year women began receiving varsity jackets. And the NHL season is coming to a close. Last night, the Blues skated on home ice against the Winnipeg Jets. Coach Mike Yeo and the Blues have already clinched a playoff spot. St. Louis up 1-0 early here in the second. The Jets tie it up with Patrick Laine. That's his 35th goal of the year. And Ehlers would score for the Jets just 14 seconds later. So Jets up 2-1 now. It's defenseman Mark Stewart with a goal bouncing over Jake Allen. That makes it 3-1 Winnipeg early in the second. But the Blues respond here on a 2-on-1 break. Yori Laterra with the one-timer makes it a 1-goal game at Scott Trade. But the Jets were too much for the Blues, up 4-2, and it's Laine again with the wrister. Carter Hutton would come in to replace Allen, but it's not enough for St. Louis. The Blues fall at home to the Jets 5-2. And that's sports.